Ready?
Yep, vacations mode on, so let's get started.
I'm Roberta.
And I'm Luca.
And for the past year, we have been building our own tiny shipping container house, so we can travel around knowing that we will always have this little place that we can call home.
But guess what? We just found our dream project before we expected, this abandoned sailboat. So we are gonna stop building the house for a couple months to bring our boat back to life. And then we're gonna go back and finish the house. That's it. Our new place for tonight. That's our home for tonight.
Safety information. Thank you.
Just to make sure it's ours. Yeah.
What's next?
Next, we need to find a car. Time to find a car. It's
We are just going.
no, wait. I have my email here on this. Floor 4, door 4.
How to get on the
Floor 4.
Tired, but happy.
But happy, of course, yeah. Yeah, it's always such a long way to get here, but at least tomorrow the boat show starts and we are really excited to go to check out different boats and ideas, you know, because we didn't finish our boat yet, so if we find good ideas, you know, you never know, we might change some stuff. Of course, we love to change stuff. Just
We need to concentrate to find the place.
nice, just go straight. No, just go right.
We're trying to find the car that they gave us the key.
Listen,
We're just not finding it.
I never seen a place that they give you the key and you see like, just find the car. Just amazing.
Maybe
LZN.
It's this one, right?
The key says one thing, the paper says another thing. I believe it's this car. Let's see if it turns on. Yeah. That's our car. We have a camera there, we can see. Not sure. Now we need to find the address. Here is my phone. You can find the
So
address.
now we are gonna find our friend's address, and I need to be concentrated because I'm not really good at
I guess we can skip this part. Now basically we're gonna drive to our friend's house and have a rest because we're really tired, and tomorrow the boat show starts. See you guys on the boat show tomorrow.
See? We made it.
Yep, finally. It was a long trip to get to the boat show.
But we made it. We are here now.
Yeah, we could lie it's the first day we are in the boat show, but that wouldn't be true.
Yeah, we came here yesterday.
But we were too tired to shoot. We were just like recognizing territory, getting to know some companies, and get to enjoy a little bit and just to relax. Because to fly from Brazil to Miami, it took like 24 hours of airports, different airports, and you know, just what's it worth? The show is amazing, and now
The show is pretty good.
yeah, and now we're gonna walk around and show you guys a little bit of the show. Yeah, come with
Enjoy
us.
it.
So where are you going now?
Check some boats.
Yeah.
We didn't go to the boats yet.
Yeah, actually, we have a friend. That's a funny story. We have a friend that's the guy that I knew, and she knew like 13 years ago. And once he invited me to go to the beach with him, and he also invited her to go to the beach. And that's how we met each other. And we had no idea he was gonna be in Miami this week because he lives in the States nowadays. And it's been, I think, like close to 8 years. No, I don't. Yeah, I think it's like 8 or 10 years we don't see him, and we're gonna meet him. I mean, we met him already. He came with us, but he's there checking a catamaran. So we're gonna there meet him.
He's trying to convince his wife.
Yeah, he's trying to convince his wife to buy a boat. So we're gonna. That's him. Can answer. Yeah. So basically, we met an old friend here that we had no idea we were gonna meet, and that's really, really cool. Where are you going?
Check the boats.
Which one?
I don't know.
We have no idea. Yeah, there is a 54 foot that I know it's a 48 actually, not 54. Yeah, the 48. I'm really curious to see that boat inside. And there is actually a 60 next to it. It's just to see. We have no idea how it's inside. We are just curious.
The details of the finishing.
Yeah, she loves to steal ideas of the finishing of the boats.
I just got back
Yeah?
from the sea truck.
You're like a thief.
It's a good, not a bad one.
You like this? I like this. This is a pretty boat.
Nice socks.
No.
Hey.
I don't have fancy socks. That's his socks.
Those are fancy
Fancy
socks.
shoes. Yeah. Here.
Oh, my socks yesterday had alligators on them.
This is the responsible to introduce the two of us 13 years ago. And now I'm gonna convince her to buy a sailboat. Watching this sailboat. Let's take another. Yeah.
It's a wonderful
Yeah.
one.
You need to work hard with him. He's convincing her to buy a boat. So that's why I brought him here today.
Okay.
Because he wants to convince us that this was the right one that she can feel home.
Yep. Okay, let's go. We'll start this way. So today you're aboard the Hylas 48. This is the boat of the year. Last year, when it was introduced at the Annapolis Boat Show for cruising boats in its size class. It's a beautifully executed boat. There's a lot of forethought. If you don't know Hylas, Hylas is now in its third generation of family running the Queen Long yard. Exquisite work, exquisite craftsmanship, with a focus on building seagoing vessels that are easy for you to shorthand sail, take you safely from one location to another, offshore, and be equally as comfortable you're in a harbor relaxing. So, as we go through, we will point out a couple of things, but as we come back, you have for a center cockpit boat, you have a very large center cockpit. Center cockpit boats, the cockpits are typically considerably smaller than this. So it's a very comfortable cockpit. And as you come back, you have a beautiful working stern deck, sugar scoop down to the bottom, a fold-out ladder. We've incorporated the emergency tiller. Plate comes off, that's right on top of the tiller post, the rudder post, excuse me. You have a very nice quality diamond non-skid.
That's a good idea.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I love the wood on the. Yeah.
Yeah, and so if you pay attention, what's very important, especially on a cruising boat, is that any of your mechanical areas are protected from being disturbed by anything that you have stowed aboard. Everything is gasketed,
Yep.
positive locking, a good hydraulic piston to keep it up so it doesn't slam on you.
Yep.
You can do the same thing by putting a line and
Yeah, a leash,
tying
yeah.
it up, right? But Hylas's attention to detail, if you look at the fit and finish, this
Yep.
is what they're known for.
Yep. Amazing. A lot of fun. It looks beautiful.
There's other product that's beneficial for decking. So another thing that we've done here is we've incorporated stern rail seats. So
Yep.
you may want to have a seat right there.
Yeah.
Sit down,
He's doing the work.
relax. Now look at the view you have. As you're sailing along, the waves, the wind, your hair.
Yeah.
A nice place to hang out back here.
Yep.
And then if you needed to take a dip,
He's doing his job.
hop up here, dive over. You have a swim ladder. You have a shower. As you come up, you shower off. You come back, resume your position. You order your glass of wine or your pina colada, and you're in heaven.
I told you he was gonna do the good job. He's gonna promise.
Okay. So what's very important as well is that as you walk through a boat, especially an offshore boat, you want to be unobstructed in your path.
Yeah.
So as we walk forward, we've got a good clean walking deck. You'll notice that we put the stanchions outboard
Yep.
of this little tow rail. Very good. Makes it very secure. You also have nice guards
Yeah,
over the
it's
door
good.
raids,
Yeah.
and they have bail hooks so you can bring halyards or other things to them.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's something we need.
And this is good, the location as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is something we need to make because we have those, but it's really easy to break it, damage them.
Yeah.
And we just rebuild brand new 3 of those, and we need to add this because it's gonna be. It's gonna take like a month to someone break it. It's just yeah.
Are built by a company in Kaohsiung, Taiwan by the name of Mainship.
Yeah.
I had never been to the factory before 4 weeks ago. And I just assumed that these were hatches that they were good looking and decent quality and that they were stamped out of stainless. They're not. They are all hand hammered, all hand done. Everything straightened by a hammer tap.
Like a knife, like building a knife almost.
So exquisite.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Maybe our next one.
Yeah. That's my dream. My dream for the boat.
Yeah,
It's well done because the company that built our boat was in a shipyard, was a company that built machines that decided had a problem. And I was like, what?
a very large protective stainless plate here.
Yeah.
A very high quality Maxwell windlass and a separated chain blocker. The construction of this hull is solid fiberglass with solid fiberglass box stringers running the entire length of the hull on both sides.
Yep.
Okay. You can see this is our chain plate
Yep.
for the staysail. You have a wash down here.
Yep.
Everything on this boat, every through hull, is all bonded. That's what the green wiring that you see.
Cool, that's the question will be today.
How much does it cost? That's what he wants to know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so now this is a brand new boat,
Yeah.
and this is 2020.
2020 model.
And this was a 2019, but it's the year 2020.
Yeah.
Okay.
So prices have elevated a bit.
Yeah.
The base price on this boat is about $720,000.
I was close. I was close. My
You
guess
were
was
pretty
I was pretty close. Yeah.
That's the one needed.
Oh yeah. And you know, it's pretty nicely done as a base boat, but you certainly are going to be adding things to it.
Okay, so the basic price is that.
But you didn't go inside. We're gonna see. It's.
Yeah,
That's the most
We
important.
first need to take a look
The
inside.
most important thing is outside. You want to stay outside.
No, but also the
Well,
inside.
no, yeah,
If you live on the boat, the inside is also important.
So the problem that we have here is that the friend he was going from Dinamarca.
Denmark, yeah, to the Caribbean.
Yeah, from Caribbean. So happened last 2 months, and so seems like they broke.
The autopilot.
Yeah, and she's very scared. How we can prevent that happening?
Okay,
Having two autopilots.
so let's, yeah, exactly. So my boat, I've got a 48-foot catch. I have 2 autopilots, so I have redundancy. By the same token, when I do passages, and this is contrary to many people, but when I do passages, the vast majority of the time, and especially if we're under sail, if the conditions are such that we can sail, we're doing watches for 3 hours. So we go with a crew of 4. You're on for 3 hours, you're off for 6. You're on for 3, you're off for 6. But at night, when we're sailing, we're hand steering. Okay?
So you keep
Don't
away.
rely on an autopilot. It's there if we need it. If we need all hands on deck and we need somebody steering to address something, that's one thing. But otherwise, for 3 hours, anybody can steer.
And we have
Now,
the wind.
in many cases, the autopilot will steer better than you or I. Okay, but then if you're relying on autopilot for some purpose, then it's important to have redundancy. However, in this boat, as in every ocean-going boat, has this. I don't know if you saw it before, but there is a plate on that back step, and if you unscrew that plate, you're on top of the rudder post, and in that lazarette is the emergency tiller to steer the boat.
And you can have a wind vane.
Also,
Yes, you can have a wind.
We have a wind vane,
Yeah, very
normal,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
In an autopilot.
the continuations there was they got a very bad
Weather?
and they sunk the boat.
No, they didn't see.
Yeah,
That's how did they go to the cruise?
No, yeah, no,
They reached
no,
the
but I
Caribbean.
almost sunk the boat. So all these things I'm telling her that's preventable, and you can pass through this, and you'll be alive.
Even on the
Yes, so
traffic with a car.
Where is home now?
Where's home, Michigan?
Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah, Lake and
You
Michigan.
don't sound like you're from Michigan. Now
Yeah.
Brazilian.
I'm Brazilian. She's from Michigan.
So where in Michigan?
Detroit. Well, Troy.
Yeah, okay. Well, so you have some of the best proving grounds for a boat anywhere in the world. The Great Lakes is magnificent sailing. That's where I grew up sailing. I'm from Wisconsin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I grew up sailing the Great Lakes, and we were fortunate that this big lake that I grew up on, which is Lake Winnebago in the middle of Wisconsin, or between Milwaukee and Green Bay, we had 14 locks that would let us out onto the Great Lakes, and then we'd sail
I
across
see.
through Door County and over to the North Channel and all of that.
Door County.
Door
That's
County,
where I
yeah,
went.
yeah,
I went to Door
okay,
County.
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
I went to Door County.
Okay. Yeah, it's a beautiful area.
You can
And that
keep
would be
going.
most of a
Yeah.
good part of a day drive. Yeah,
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Illinois.
I remember.
So, in any case, what I would say is there will be times when you'll be out at sea and the weather is such that it ends up being more than you anticipated. The important thing, in my opinion, is to become familiar enough with your boat. So I attended a seminar a few years ago. A woman by the name of Lynn Hardy. You probably know her very well. She and her husband, Larry Party, sailed a boat, a little Bristol Channel Club.
Yeah, I know. Both. Each one had one boat.
Yeah, initially. Yeah. So, and Lynn was saying, it's important to get out on your boat without a safety harness and walk around your boat when you're out sailing. Do a check, go around. Be prepared if the weathers are such, but in an emergency, you may not have time to put a safety harness on, so you need to know your boat. What I would say is that I've been sailing since I was 7. I've got about 40,000 miles of offshore time now. And I've seen a lot of different conditions. Most anything is preventable with attention to detail, how your boat is prepared. Very importantly, how your boat is built. What systems are incorporated in the boat to make it evacuate water quickly, to make the boat secure, to not have hatches breach. Keep in mind that there are a lot of people in the world sailing all different types of boats, all over the world.
Sure.
And 95% of the time, they never run into any trouble because 95% of the time, the weather's not that severe. It's sort of, it probably doesn't have the odds of flying on an airplane, but the reality is the vast majority of the time, even with world cruisers, unless you're in very specific areas, Sydney, Hobart area, that type of thing, where you do have rough conditions, or Cape Horn, most of the time you're not going to see the conditions that will be threatening to you. When you find yourself in those conditions, that's when you appreciate a boat that's been built to deal with those conditions. So I'm not trying to give you a sales pitch, but I'll say it's very important how you set up your boat and how it's constructed. Because there are a lot of boats being sold today. I'm sorry, I'm not going across an ocean to one of them. I don't care what the salesman tells me. I know enough about boats to know what they are, and I'm not interested. But there are people out there doing it.
Yeah, that's
So I don't know what boat this was that had an issue, or how it was set up or prepared, or how knowledgeable the people were.
Very nice boat.
Yeah.
And how was the condition of the boat and the maintenance and everything?
You can always, the chance,
I mean,
you can always get hit
odds
by a
of-
bus.
Yeah,
Odds are great.
crossing a road.
Yeah, I mean, like, things can go wrong, of course things can go wrong. But in life, you can fall now here and somehow hit her head.
Exactly.
You know, it's like, but if you don't do anything, life goes on and it passes by and you didn't do anything.
Hi, Sailmaker.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Sad.
We have a Morris 36.
Some weather came up. He came out. He slipped on the deck. He fell in. He hit his head. He got out of the water. But 2 hours later, they hit on the head, killed him.
Hey, buddy, how are you? Good to see you. You going to be over here, Catalina?
I'll be here back Sunday too.
I'm leaving tomorrow morning. I'll stop by.
Check that.
All right, Ray. Good to see you.
Exactly our idea.
Yeah.
We didn't steal this idea, we had this idea before already.
Okay, so this cockpit, there are some things that I absolutely love about it they've done on this boat. First of all, your main sheet is readily accessible right here.
Yeah.
You could, if you chose, I'm sure, do a double-ended main sheet.
Yep.
I don't know that the boat's spec for it.
Yep.
And have it come to here and to there, so you could adjust it from on location if you wanted to.
That'd
But
be
this is
good.
great because the helmsman has easy access to it. In these little storage compartments, you've got nice storage right here for a horn or a
Here.
winch handle or whatever.
Yep.
Again, all gasketed so they stay dry.
Yeah.
Okay. They have a little T in this cockpit. My cockpit is straight. To get around this wheel is a pain. But
Yep.
here, I can easily
Yeah, I
swing
can.
Yeah,
the
we have this problem, we need to go up.
yeah. Okay. This boat has a bow thruster, right? So to push the bow, right or left. This boat has it has electric Genoa furling in and out, and main furling in and out. So you can
Lazy
go under
people
sail.
boat,
Yeah, I
lazy
know.
people
I know.
boat, lazy people
I know.
boat.
I know.
Our boat, not even the windlass is electric. It's a 14
I hope
ton.
he does that. You know how to drive the boat, right?
Yeah, it's
I
a
hope
14,
so.
It's a 14 tons boat with French one. But the good thing is, if it was an electrical one, wouldn't be working after 22 years sitting on the on the board. Yeah.
absolutely.
But this one is 100% perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's working.
But that's it's good. It's not
just
bad.
make
But I
sure
like
that
this.
he understands. You want to? Do you know how to
We
operate
had
the
a boat before.
Yeah, it's our third boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're very confident.
Yeah, she's learning. She's getting there.
So he gets the dock lines, he
Yeah,
gets the
yeah, yeah.
fenders,
Yeah.
you take it to the dock.
I'm
That's
telling
the
you,
idea,
I've been telling
yeah.
that for a year already. My dad say it was since I was 15. And he always say that the woman stay
Yeah.
on the steering.
Yeah, exactly.
The men
See,
do
this
the
is
rest.
fantastic because when you're at the wheel, you can virtually ask for anything. I'd like something to eat, I need something to drink, doesn't matter. Whoever has the wheel is the captain of the boat at that moment.
One question, with your experience on this boat, how big is the shark plotter for this distance?
That's fine.
But how big is this?
Well, this
12?
is a the 12 inch.
Yeah, the same
Because
as
we had this, because we don't have space here,
Yeah.
and we are planning to put it exactly there. And
So
a
it's
12
good.
inch.
And the reality is, depending upon how
You
you're
see
set
more
up,
here than
you're
here.
going to
No,
be
it's,
here.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
our thought, and we are gonna
But
put
do,
it.
do get this.
Oh, so we can.
The
Gimbal
support.
it.
We are
We
back.
are again.
We had some technical problem on the last visit. Let's talk here. It's better. So explain us what happened.
We were filming here, and Duca and John was having a nice conversation. And then when we went inside to film the inside part, the card was full.
Yeah, we had a full card with images. You know, I talk a little bit too much. You know that already. So today, as you can tell by my voice, it's not the first and not the second day of the boat show. It's the last day.
one.
Yeah, we were hoping to show you the entire show, but we've been so busy. We stepped the feet inside of the boat show, and we don't stop a minute. We cannot even go to the bathroom or eat something. It's just like busy all day
Yeah,
long.
we are talking and eating and
Yeah, and also, by the way, we really want to thank everyone that came up to us on the show and that talked to us and that gave us so much love. That was the boat show. It's been amazing for us. Thanks to everybody that come around. Thanks to all the companies we talked to. You guys were so nice. I don't know. We are really tired, but we are so happy. Yeah. But now we need to go.
No, just one thing. All the people that took pictures with us, we would love to receive them. So just send them to
at gmail.com.
At gmail.com. We would love to receive all of them.
Because we met so many people that sometimes we want to get the picture and we couldn't ask right away and we just lost track.
We love to get your contact, so it's a way to get your contact. So.
But now we're gonna show you inside of the boat because we talk on the outside and we never went inside.
Yeah.
And unfortunately or fortunately, because this week instead of recording, we leave it way more than we record. Sorry guys, that was a week for us. Yeah. So basically we're not gonna be able to show you the entire show because we just ran out of time. But trust us, it was amazing. We had just such a great experience. We met so many new friends. We just no words to describe. We met a lot of other YouTube channels. We had a lot of fun with them. We got to talk and share experience that was amazing. Yeah. But now I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna go inside of the boat.
Yeah.
To see in detail.
Hello. Thank you, man.
So are you gonna start? Are you gonna start on the?
You're fun to hang out with.
I think I need to take my sock first.
Yeah, that's the beginning where she's jealous. She started where she likes the kitchen.
Yeah, I love the kitchen.
Yeah, she always wanted a huge kitchen. The galley.
Look at this.
I do know.
I know.
I met a lot of them.
Look at this.
Oh, let me.
Place with the knife. A place.
Anyway, thanks for coming aboard.
A place to have a table.
Yeah.
One of the most important lockers on the boat.
This is good. This is good.
Oh, this is good. Yeah. Don't.
This is the fourth time we are trying to shoot this video.
Yeah, technology is not on our side definitely this week. Not.
No.
Yeah. First we had the full card problem. That was the first day of the boat show. The second day. And then
our hard drive is giving us a hard time.
Yeah, we've been having problems. Our hard drive with 100% of the videos of the entire refit of the boat is trying to fail on us. Yeah. It's failing every day, a few times a day. But that's not the matter right now. Let's talk about this video. We went back on the boat show on the last day and tried to record the end of the episode that you just watched. And then suddenly, on the middle of the recording, the microphone got disconnected. That means we don't have no audio for that. Truthfully, we didn't want to shoot just a regular boat tour. We just wanted to sit inside of the boat, hang out on the boat, and see what we like and what we don't like, so we can copy. Yeah, so we can try to copy some stuff for our boat.
The finishings.
So we don't have the perfect images, all the details and this and that, because we're just hanging out and talking to the camera while people walk around and be like, who are these weird people talking to a camera here? This sounds weird. But then it doesn't make sense now because we don't have the audio microphone. Please, next time it's right there. Yeah, the problem is we use an external mic, and then the external mic got disconnected.
We can take a picture and show you how is the configuration of them.
Yeah, and you can tell that right now it's already like, I don't know, 6 days we've been in the States because our voice every day gets lower and lower and lower.
I think I'm getting with a cold or flu or something.
Yeah, we've been just talking too much. Not too much. We're having a lot of fun. The truth is, we want to say sorry. Don't complain that I say sorry again, because this episode is confusing. It's confusing because we are too excited. We don't look like excited. But this past week was just amazing. It was like a zillion times better than we could ever imagine the trip would be. When we bought the tickets, we were like, I don't know if it's worth to spend all this money to go there to the show, and we have the boat to work right now. But it was worth every single penny because we met so many nice people, so many companies that we are starting to talk to about a sponsorship, about a partnership, about some equipments for the boat. The boat's gonna be amazing. Just wait and see.
And we put some faces on the people that comment all the week. Like every week, some people comment, and we were always curious to meet the people.
The
That's
person,
why it speaks for me.
The person behind the name.
Yeah.
So we put some face to the names.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. It was just we took the week to leave, and we forgot to record a lot of it because it was just like we met other channels that we've been watching for a long time. We went to dinner with them. We got to make a lot of friends. It's just no words to describe. Everyone that made this possible, you know who you are, and we are really thankful for that. Really thankful.
Thank you Special
Yeah,
thanks
that-
for
that-
Wiley, that is one of our patrons,
Yeah.
and he
He took care of us.
took care of us.
Yeah, he took care of us for the entire weekend.
Yeah.
He took us to the boat show. He took us dinner. He organized the brunch. Oh, by the way, we had an amazing brunch yesterday. Yesterday or the day
The day
before?
before.
Oh, the day before. Yeah, 2 days ago. The brunch was just amazing. Eat as much as you want Mexican food, and the food was just amazing. The people were
The
amazing.
place was great.
Yeah, that was so cool to have so much love around us. That was
Yeah.
we met a lot of good people, a lot of good new friends, and was just amazing.
Guys,
and also,
I think I told this before, and the camera record this.
Yeah,
Just send us the pictures we took, so
Yeah.
we can grab your contact as well.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, we need everyone with the pictures to send us the pictures because we have almost no pictures. Our phone is empty of pictures. We were just so excited that we forgot to record anything. We don't have anything recorded.
Even the picture that Arn took of Duca hiding the hot dog on the back.
Yeah, you can send us this picture hiding the hot dog. Yeah, yeah. The weekend was just so
We
awesome.
didn't have time to stop and eat, so we were eating and talking with people.
It was, you know those days that you don't even have time to go to the bathroom or to eat.
Yeah, this was
Any of the days of the boat show, we had lunch. We arrived at 10 and we didn't stop until then. And then like, oh, I'm so hungry. I need to go pee because we couldn't even have time to go to the bathroom. It was amazing. I just want to give one hint about the future. Yeah, because we are really excited about a few projects that we are talking about with a few companies that
Developing
are
with
gonna
them.
developing with them, and the boat's gonna be even better. A lot of people give us a hard time saying that we should go lithium batteries.
Guess what?
We cannot say yet, but yeah, we can say yet. But we just closed up a really nice partnership with awesome guys. The guys from Battleborn, they're just awesome, and we're gonna have lithium batteries on the boat.
We don't know how it's gonna work.
Yeah,
to
we
get
don't know.
the lithium in Brazil.
Yeah.
We hope it's all good.
We trust them. They said they can take the batteries
can
to
make
Brazil. They can make it happen. So really soon we're gonna have lithium batteries on the boat, and that opens up a lot of possibilities. Maybe induction cooking that we would always love it to have.
Maybe even an electrical engine.
No, that's really far ahead. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. We have a lot of things. That's now you just like the comments are just like gonna explode now.
Dreaming.
No, we didn't buy an electric engine
No.
yet. No. We just cannot afford that now. And the boat's really heavy. So in order to have an electric engine, that would be a huge project that involves a lot more than just like one day decision. That's it's a huge commitment. But we're discussing about that. Yes. Don't tell anyone. You're just thinking loud is not real yet. Not real.
We are closing deals that I always wanted to close. Like I can't talk too much about this yet because it's not 100% closed.
Yeah, we have some really good conversations going on that are gonna be really excited for us, for the boat, because the boat deserves love. For you guys to watch are doing some new stuff with new I think we're rambling too much and we are just talking about something that we're not telling, so it doesn't make sense. Sorry
because
guys.
we are excited but we can't say
Kids.
too much.
kids That's just kids.
Let's just welcome aboard our new pages then.
Yeah, that's it for today, right?
Yeah.
So welcome on board. Recording.
Bruce,
Danny,
Travis,
Alan,
Juvan,
friends.
and we also want to thank the donation through our PayPal.
Thanks so much, Peter. We really appreciate your support.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, see you guys next Monday.